Hey, what's up, DIYers? Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking jet skis again today. We are referencing my parents' 2003 Sea-Doo GTX. It's got a 951 DI or direct injection engine. We're going to focus on the exhaust pipe and the actual weld point. In our case, it's circular, and we have a leak, and we're going to talk about should we JB weld it or have it welded. Big difference, and we're going to talk about it. Let's take a look. All right, DIYers, here we are at the workstation, and on the other side of the jet ski, you can see the workbench, and in-house, my parents' 2003 Sea-Doo GTX. We'll get to that here shortly. Hey, if you own a boat and you've got a cover with buttons and caps, and they are broken or worn out and needing to be replaced, definitely check out the link down below in the comments and description, and we will show you how to use this amazing tool to fix your caps and buttons. And in addition, we are going to reupholster a seat to our 1995 Sea-Doo XP, and this one's purple. We want it yellow because we already have a purple seat on our 95 XP. And the original was yellow, and that will look really good. Down below in the comments as well, and description is a link to our Fixing Boats and Fixing Jet Skis playlist. DIYers, a lot of helpful videos in that playlist. What we'll do from here is remove the seats and go inside the hull. And I did just that, and as you can see, the seats, both forward and aft, as well as the plastic insert or compartment, I have removed. And DIYers, I have mentioned it in several videos. I'm going to mention it again in this video. Hey, in the event that your rear step pad looks like this, basically dry rotted, ripped, and begging for a replacement, definitely check out the link down below in the comments and description. We will show you how to install a brand new sleeve, as well as properly lubricate your hinges. So it sounds like that. No screeching, scratching, or squealing. That's how you want it. However, let's dive into the hull. Here is our upper exhaust pipe, and you've got an upper pipe, a lower pipe, and it feeds into the exhaust manifold here. And DIYers, long story short, these little weld points, well, they are the weak points of the pipe. And we've got additional coolant hoses and water hoses. We've got one here. These are polyurethane. They've got a stained look to them over the years. Here's another line. And coming underneath, you have an additional polyurethane hose feeding into that portion of the engine. And then you've got that large black hose that feeds to the bottom fitting of the upper exhaust pipe. Under here, we have an additional weld point that looks exactly like that directly under there. And unfortunately, DIYers, it is leaking. What I'm going to do next, I'm not going to bore you with it in this video. However, I am going to remove the upper pipe. And scrolling above right now, as well as down below in the comments and description, will be a helpful video link that shows the step-by-step procedures on removing that upper exhaust pipe. Again, with that lock ring right there, secures to the lower pipe, and up top secures to the exhaust manifold right there. Feeds into the engine block. And again, in this video, JB weld or weld. Taking a step back, and real quick, I have positioned it in a way where basically you are the lower pipe. And the, again, exhaust manifold is right here, and the lower pipe goes right here and is secured and locked in place with that lock ring. In this case, on the very bottom of our specific 03 GTX exhaust pipe upper, you got 3 plugs, 1, 2, and 3. And this one has a barbed fitting. Again, as you just saw inside the hull, the black hose is secured onto that barbed fitting with a clamp. Then you've got this one, that's the one that was leaking. And when I removed it, I used my finger to break away all of the loose aluminum. And that plug looks pretty good still. However, there is the leaking and weak point that has got to be fixed. Again, either by JB Weld or weld. Taking a step back, and again, we are looking at the bottom portion of the upper exhaust pipe. And below that, we've got 3 options when it comes to JB Weld. And DIYers, there's a lot of options or a lot of different JB Weld applications. However, in this video, we've got these 3 because really, if you actually go through with using JB Weld to seal that hole on that plug of your exhaust pipe, well, then the JB Weld option is one of these 3. And we're going to talk about each of them. The first JB weld we are going to talk about is the original cold weld. And as you can see, it's got the black tube, which is steel, and on the right side it has the hardener. And to the bottom left, it works on multiple surfaces. Our strongest epoxy. Let's hop over to the right side. Great for household repairs, automotive, plumbing, marine crafts, and more. And in the dead center in red, the strength is 3,960 psi, the set time 4 to 6 hours, the cure time 15 to 24 hours, and the cure color is dark gray. And DIYers, as we review each of these JB Welds, you will notice this black tube. The steel is in every single one of them. However, the one that's different is the right side. Again, in this original, it's a hardener and it's red. Now to the next JB Weld, you can see again the black tube, it's got steel, and on the right side it's got this yellow hardener, and in the center in yellow it says strength 3,127 psi with a set time of 6 minutes, a cure time 4 to 6 hours, and a cure color dark gray. And same on the left side. However, on the right side, no difference as well. The difference is when it comes down to the very bottom: metal, wood, plastic, tile, PVC, ceramic, fiberglass, concrete, and more. In our case, DIYers, this is not the JB Weld I would recommend in the event that you are going to move forward with using JB Weld to seal that plug. Even though it does say marine, this is not the JB Weld that I recommend because it's got a pretty low PSI strength. So I'll set that aside. And the one I recommend is this one right here. This is what we have used on marine applications in the past. And the last project we used this on was fixing drill gouges on a lower unit of an Alpha 1 Gen 1 outdrive. And again, there on the left side is that black steel tube. On the right side, you can see the blue hardener. And on the left side, waterproof when fully cured. And in the dead center on the bottom, chemical and petroleum resistant. And this is great for boats, personal watercraft, which in our case, that would be a jet ski, in and outboard engines, deck and hull accessories. And on the very bottom, aluminum, fiberglass, metal, plastic, composite, wood, and more. And in the dead center in blue and white, this is what we like most about this marine epoxy. The strength is 5,020 psi with a set time of 4 to 6 hours, the cure time 15 to 24 hours, and the cure color dark gray. So again, in the event that you move forward, this is personal preference. This is not what we are going to do because in professional terms, that is basically a temporary fix. In non-professional terms, it's a band-aid just to get by a few months. And that exhaust pipe goes through a lot of temperature changes and pressure changes. And JB Weld is an incredible brand and epoxy and will seal that hole or fix your leak on that exhaust pipe, however, temporarily. There's no real set time on how long it will last. But again, in the event that you use JB Weld as an option, this is the weld or epoxy that we recommend. Down below in the comments and description will be a link on where to purchase this. And here's the back of it, just in the event that it is helpful for you. As I just mentioned, we are not going to move forward with the JB Weld option. We are going to take our upper exhaust pipe to the local marina and they are going to sand it down. They are going to clean it. They will then install a plug and weld it, creating that ultimate watertight seal so it does not leak. And that will last us many years. However, again, JB Weld is an awesome brand, an awesome option, but it is a temporary fix. And the time it lasts will depend on, well, how you properly mix the hardener and steel together, creating the epoxy, and applied it to the exhaust pipe, and whether or not you allow it to properly cure for the set time and cure time that you see right here. Again, awesome product, temporary fix. And again, you are looking at the bottom portion of the exhaust pipe and the weld points. And this one is in really bad shape. Water is coming out of that hole at a very fast rate. And if we have the engine running for long periods of time, well, it's going to create a significant amount of water inside the hull. And DIYers, that's the last thing you want. And we will take it to our local marina where they will weld it. And it will cost us $125. I don't know if they're going to repaint this area because they are going to sand it down and clean it and weld it. I'll talk to them when I drop it off and get a better idea of what I will be picking up when it's all complete. However, to wrap the subject up or question up whether or not to use JB Weld or have a company weld the plug, in our personal opinion, DIYers, we recommend having a marine shop properly weld this plug closed. Again, it is going to last so many more years than in the event that I just applied and stuffed this hole with JB Weld. Again, JB Weld will seal this hole. However, it's more likely that it's only going to last a few months or one season. However, again, to answer that question, in our personal opinion, working on jet skis over the years and exhaust pipes and these weld points that burst, JB Weld epoxy or weld? Our answer is always weld. And for us, that's really peace of mind because in the event that you apply JB Weld in here, or in our case, if we apply JB Weld in here to create that seal, I'll constantly be thinking about when it's going to fail, as opposed to having a marine shop properly clean it, plug it, weld it, and create that seal. DIYers, we are back at the workstation and the exhaust pipe has been welded. You can see it on the workbench. Making our way around the jet ski, and again, there it is. And we chose Weld over JB Weld, as we just talked about. And I am going to prime it and paint it, and that will not take long. And I will post down below in the comments and description the right paint that is proper for exhaust pipe temperatures. Don't use the wrong primer, don't use the wrong paint. To a different camera angle, and again, that is solid weld. And when I picked up the pipe from the shop, the technician looked at me and said, this part right here of the exhaust pipe is going to outlast the life of the engine. And I believe it. And if we use JB Weld, we would not be able to say that. So again, DIYers, there it is, JB Weld or Weld in our personal opinion. Weld is always the way to go when it comes to your jet ski exhaust pipes. And one more thing, down below is the video link showing us installing this exhaust pipe. And in addition, when you separate your exhaust pipe, again, this is the upper, it connects at this point to the lower, and inside the location where the two meet and are clamped together is a seal ring. Do not reuse the old seal ring. We will also post a link to our exact replacement sealing ring, again, that goes in between the upper and lower pipes where they mate and are locked in place with the clamp. And real quick, there's what the sealing ring looks like. Again, don't reuse it.